Hey guys, so I just felt like filming today. So anyways, I was inspired by some lime green colors to do like a lime green eye. I have a few green eyeshadows, but I've never worn green eyeshadow ever. So I thought it might be something fun to do. It's just like a Sunday afternoon, Labor Day, and I'm not going out, so I probably wouldn't have enough guts to wear a lime green eye out of the house, at least right now. So anyways, I'm just gonna kind of go with it and see what happens. Right now, I've got some MAC Prep and Prime on my face, and I'm just going to start off with foundation here. I'm going to up a shade, so I'm using 330 Natural Tan by Revlon Color Stay. And I'm just going to use just like a back of a card here, empty a little bit of product out on it. This stuff is so thick, oh my god. I wish I had a pump. I bet you I could find one online somewhere. It's going to be totally worth it. And I'm just going to mix in some Matte Velvet Plus. I just stocked up on this yesterday at Sephora, and I got a new eyeliner. The other day I was in Sephora, and you know, like on the end caps they have like a bunch of different mascaras from different companies or eyeliners or whatever, so they had like liquid liners. So I swatched all of them on the back of my hand, and I didn't get any. I just wanted to see like how they held up, and at the end of the day, after washing my hands several times and whatever, one of them was left, and I couldn't remember which one it was. And so when I was in Sephora picking up my foundation yesterday, I asked the lady which one she thought it was, and she said definitely hands down it was the Stila one. So I picked it up, and I did like a little test on it today at the beach. I put on eyeliner, I used waterproof mascara, and I used a gel eyeliner in my eyebrows, a brown gel liner, and I wanted to see like how it held up. So I took a couple before and after pictures, and the liner didn't hold up as well as I'd liked it to, but it was definitely still there, and the wing was still on the outside. I think if I would have done 2 layers of it, it would have been fine, like swimming in the ocean and everything. And the eyebrows did pretty good, and the waterproof mascara worked really well. Anyways, so I'm just flattened out that foundation here, and I'm using a small stippling brush. This is just, I don't know, last few times I've done my makeup I've used it, and I really like it. I don't know why. I've never used it, and it takes like a lot longer than a regular like flat top kabuki brush, but I don't know, I just like the way it feels. So I'm constantly like switching my foundation applications around. I'll use like the Beauty Blender, flat top kabuki. This is the Sigma F55. It is shedding though, which sucks. I'm just gonna take a dry Beauty Blender here and just kind of pat it all over my face just to make sure everything's blended. Okay, seriously, I'm never using this brush for foundation again. It must have shed like 20 little hairs, oh my god, or like parts of hairs. Just like little pieces, which is like worse because they're hard to pick up. Okay, I'm just gonna run this Beauty Blender all over my face just to make sure that there's no streaks. Using stippling brush sometimes, if you don't like do it in a cross-hatched motion, like you'll get streaks. Same as a flat top foundation brush like this. This is, I remember like the first time I ever bought a liquid foundation in a drugstore, like they upsold me on everything. And they sold me a this flat top foundation brush. I don't know what the hell I was thinking. I can't believe people actually use that kind of a brush to apply foundation. And I know they sell like a lot better quality ones, like Chanel and stuff, and they're a little bit fluffier, but oh my god. I think actually I used it for highlighter the other day. It's gonna take a light color concealer here. This is the Olay and CoverGirl in 215, and just pat that in a triangle under my eyes, bring it back up on the top of my cheekbones just to highlight the center of my face a little bit. So I was given a bodyboard the other day, and I've never been boogie boarding or bodyboarding or whatever you want to call it. So I went the other day in La Jolla, at La Jolla Shores, but this surf was really low, and I didn't get to like catch any waves or anything. So we went to the beach today, and I brought it, and I brought my wetsuit and my flippers because after watching a few videos on how to bodyboard, apparently it's easier if you're wearing fins or flippers. Anyways, whatever. I'm just gonna blend out the edges of that concealer really lightly with that stupid shedding brush. So anyways, today at the beach, I just wanted to like go swimming with the fins because it's like, you know, so effortless. So I brought them in the water, and there was like these massive waves, and AJ, my fiance, he's like, just turn around and start swimming like to catch it, to body surf. and it like worked. Like the first time ever on this massive wave, I just like rode it. It felt like forever. It was so much fun, and probably the most fun I've had like in the water, like totally beat snorkeling. So I'm like a pro now. I did like 10 waves and like caught each one. They were like massive. We were like around Mission or Pacific Beach area, and it was so much fun. So I'll probably like go back tomorrow and practice. But yeah, like wearing flippers, it's so easy, and like you don't get tired out as easily. Like whenever you see the big wave, you just turn around and start swimming, and with the fins, like you can swim so much faster. And then next thing you know, you're just like floating in this wave. Okay, carrying on. Okay, I'm gonna do my eyebrows, and I'll be right back. So taking this 10-pan concealer palette, I'm gonna be using a mixture of these two concealers just to highlight a couple areas on my face. I want to highlight the top of my cheekbones, the center of my nose, a little bit in between my eyebrows here. I'm going to be taking mostly this shade and just a little bit of this shade. Okay, so I'm going to be popping that on right on top of my cheekbone here. Like, you don't want to put it on your cheek, just right like in a line here, okay? So you want it to make it look like there's like a square, like the shadows here and the light part is here, so that like your cheekbones would just pop. Whatever's left over on that brush, just popping right in between my eyebrows and a little bit on the center of my chin here. And might as well highlight the cube as well. Actually, since we're going crazy with the highlight, might as well just finish and highlight right here on just above my jawline. And I know I might sound like a crazy person, but I'm going back to that brush again. I really want to buy the MAC 130 brush. It's like half this size, like the same diameter, but it kind of cuts off, like the white bristles are really short. It's just awesome for blending concealer and stuff. And I saw it at MAC yesterday, but it's like 30 bucks. Anyways, so just blend that with a really light hand. Alright, so I'm just going to be using a little bit of this Urban Decay's primer potion on my eyelids, just to help the shadows pop a little bit better. Taking this white NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil, I'm going to be applying this right underneath my brow bone. This is just going to act as like a lifter. It's going to make everything kind of lifted and highlighted. So using that concealer brush I used earlier to highlight my cheekbones, I'm going to drag that white product down and just pass over right on my brow arch. And I'm just going to use my finger kind of just to blend it in a little bit better. So now taking a fluffy blending brush, and this is MAC's Blunt. Any kind of a bronzer with, it has like a nice orangey kind of undertone. Not like super orange, but. And I'm just going to be working that into just above my crease, almost like following the shape of my eyebrow. I'm going to be taking it pretty high up. And just blend that line softly. Go back in for a little bit more product, and just to intensify it a little bit here. Just gonna wipe off the excess on my brush and blend it in to that white color. Gonna dab a couple little dots of that white color back on there. Anyways, okay, that's that. Now I'm going to move on right to gel eyeliner. This is L'Oreal Infallible's Blackest Black in 171. So I'm also going to tightline my eyes using that black gel liner. Now taking this small brush, it's actually an acrylic nail brush, matte black. I'm going to go into my Naked Basics palette and use the shade Crave. Just going to start buffing that right in the corner of that gel liner, just in the outer V. Just buff a little bit on. Do the other side. Go back to the other side. I'm going to be going into the product about 3 times here. Now taking a MAC 217, I'm just going to blend out those edges. Wipe off the excess and then do the other eye. So I just want to connect the V into that smokiness here. And then I'll blend it out some more with that clean 217 brush. Okay, so now I'm going to be going into this super bright lime green shade. It's in a duo palette from NARS called X-Rated. This is the Sigma E30. So I'm going to be going over on top of that black liner, and then I'll go in to darken it back up afterwards. So I'm going to be taking this right everywhere where there's no shadow on my lid here, into the inner corner. It's not super intense like the way I'd like it to be, so I'm going to dip this MAC 242. I'm going to get a little bit of water in this cap, so like literally a couple drops. I'm going to fully saturate this brush in it, and I'm going to be just dip that right into that lime green shade just to see if it'll come out more intense. It works with some colors better than others, and it looks like it's working pretty good for this one. Now I'm just going to pack that right on top. Oh yeah, seriously, 100 times better. Going in with Max Blunt here, I'm just gonna run that right along the crease, right into the eye socket, just to take out any harshness. Now quickly I'm gonna pass back over that black liner. I'm gonna run that same gel eyeliner into my waterline. Now going with that MAC 217, I'm gonna take some more of that blunt. And you wanna be pretty generous here with it, so I'm just gonna run that all along underneath my eye. And taking a little bit of that black just along that lash line, the matte black eyeshadow. Blend it out with another pencil brush. This one's a little bit fluffier. So I'm going to be taking Warmth by Bare Minerals. This is just a loose pigment bronzer. So I'm just going to bronze up the outside of my face. Now going with a smaller contour brush here, I'm going to take Max Harmony and just go into a deeper hollow contour underneath my cheekbones. Just going to set my T-zone here with Max Studio Fix and N5. So you can be done with the face here. If you feel like there's something missing, you want to add a little bit of pop of color to your cheeks, I would suggest using a neutral shade of blush. So this is Trace Gold by MAC, and just pop a little bit right on the apples of my cheeks here, just so it's not so open and highlighted there, just to kind of close it off a little bit. And right on top of that, I'm going to use Peaches by MAC. Now I'm just going to blend it all together with the Kabuki brush. So I'm just going to highlight my face here using a stippling brush and Mary Luminizer by the Bosch. So on the top of my cheekbones here and down the center of my nose. Now for a lip liner, this is MAC's Chestnut. It's going to go in with a pretty light hand. I'm going to mix two lipsticks together. This is Revlon's Soft Nude, and this is an Avon lipstick in Cantaloupe. So I'm just going to put on the Soft Nude first. Now using the lip brush, I'm going to apply a little bit of that Cantaloupe. And I'm just going to use this Essence lip gloss just to pop literally just like that much in the center of the lip. So I just popped on a little bit of mascara on my lower lash line and upper lash line, popped on some lashes, and this is the finished look. I'm just going to finish it off with some makeup setting spray. This is Urban Decay's De-Slick. I love this stuff. I love just spraying this stuff on my face even whenever I don't have makeup on. It just feels so good. Please subscribe if you haven't already, and check out my Facebook page. It's facebook.com/beautybangle. I'll post the link in the down bar. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. So I'm gonna be, okay, seriously, off with the texts. So I don't know what I was talking about. Why is the lighting so dark? It's like, no. Okay, this isn't okay. Fix it. I shouldn't be doing this, but so I won't do it. It's not okay. It's like not even better.